Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Leafy Murdoch here, and here today to just talk about Baki Hanma versus Yujiro Hanma. So yeah, we have some like random games in the background, just chill out and relax and watch them, and watch my sick combos and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just finished part three technically on Baki, Baki the grappler, son of ogre, or just Baki, son of ogre, and it's basically this whole entire series in a series as a whole has been building up to this point, but this specific part three, or just Baki, son of ogre, has specifically just building up specifically for this fight, but when everything else has been like sidetracked. Like last part, we had the five death row inmates that came together to face Baki and challenge Baki to a fight. Or just admit defeat. So, but yeah, we probably would have got introduction, and it's been building up and building up the entire time. So yeah, just before the fight, I love the fact that they're both hanging out like they know it's gonna happen. And they just like having like a meeting and that sort of thing. Just like to see, just like a brief like reflection of how far they've come and how far Baki has come. And Yoju, I can't say his name very well, so I do apologise in advance. Yorijo, Yujiro Hanma. Let's call him Father. Father has like slowly but surely, kind of been made himself a better father. So yeah, just a tad bit, not massively. So yeah, and one thing I love, just before they finish up on, before they finish up, is like Baki asking his father to do dishes. Now, I don't know if a character has ever made me think oh my god, he's not really gonna do it, is he? He's not gonna ask his own father to do what dishes, is he? He's not gonna ask the strongest creature on the planet to ask him to do the dishes. And then they have this, what you call it, rock paper scissors. Yajirobe loses, or Yorojo loses, but then just he says Baki says you lose, and then Yujiro Hanma just basically puts his fingers on the rock, because Yujiro got scissors and Baki got rock, and so yeah, then he crushed with his two fingers, crushed Baki's hand, and yeah, that's one of the things I really like about the series, use your imagination and become creative and that sort of thing. And so then Baki turns up to a hotel where his father's staying at, and then that's when the start basically pretty much starts. But Baki antagonizes him. And also, there's been you've seen moments of Yoichi or father losing confidence and stuff in himself, everyone else is losing faith in him to beat Baki, and that's just it's very interesting to see. And to be fair, to be more accurate, I think people are just losing faith in himself, the person himself. They've noticed that he's got weaker, in the mindset sort of thing, because he has been kinder and he has developed nicer feelings for some odd reason. He's probably having feeling guilty for all the people that he's killed and done bad things to in the past. So it's probably all catching up to him at this point. And then Baki freaking grabs Yajirobe. No, yeah, father. He grabs his father by the coat, and that's how the fight starts. And what we do, he's not going to go for every single punch or every single kick, because that'll be as this fight was 30, 40 chapters. I'm not even joking. I can't remember, something along them lines. Yeah, I'm going to just specifically mention the moments that really stuck out to me. I really liked as well, and everyone. I'm going to mention this early. Everyone joining in, watching in to see this fight. Not just the spectators or civilians and that sort of thing, but all the fighters, Biscuits, um, the leader of the gang, Hanma, and that sort of thing, and the dude that runs the whole entire underground Tokyo Dome arena. So yeah, I like the part where Baki is slapped around, pretty much like, yeah. But then we have this wicked shot of father, like Baki's father, like proper all veiny and stuff, and like trying to protect himself. Not trying to protect himself, like just displaying his alpha maleness and that sort of thing. And in essence of his body was twisted and strained to combat the pain that he felt on his back. So like, yeah. So then we get like just loads of scenes. One scene I also really like is, yeah, there's loads of like dead bodies and stuff, or knocked out bodies, like lying down, like in front of Baki's father while he does his devil pose, and there's like hundreds of people just lying there, like dazed out, knocked out, and that sort of thing. And this is before they go out or anything like that. And then Baki uses his cockroach technique. That's one of the things I really like. He's bringing in the cockroach and like using the thing they use for what was it called? The 9 foot little insect thing. But we have a cockroach going in, and he's like just going so fast, like because the cockroaches can go really fast, like just like that. He goes down the floor and like pounces on his father and takes him out, and then with a reversal suplex sort of thing, Yujiro Hanma backfires and like counters, sorry. And then we have a scene with Yard. Then, like I said, I'm not going through step by step and just mentioning the points that I liked. He's a he's huge and super strong. He even has a tattoo smile on his back. They call him ogre. There's no tattoo. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. But like, then they're showing him like people like being like presidents and stuff of the United States, like Barack Obama and that sort of thing, like in like worried and scared of him, as you do, as he is someone who could defeat the whole of the USA or the United States of America. And also just like the progression of Baki getting stronger and stronger. And the thing that amazed me is finally seeing Baki's father in fear, the strongest creature in the world in fear. I was like, whoa, that's like, I don't know if it's fear of like defeat or whatever, but like he's just like shocked or amazed. I think he's more to do, he's like scared at the same time, but he's shocked, and he doesn't know how to feel about it because it's a feeling that he's never felt before. It really seems like it's a shot, like it's shots of like him, like he doesn't know how he feels about it, or he doesn't know what to feel or anything like that. By the way, the art in this fight is absolutely phenomenal. Like, just like amazing shot after amazing shot. You know what I mean by shot, like panel after panel. I mean, and like just loads of like, I don't know. It's just really good manga, as you may tell. As I am on part 3, I'm on part 4 at the minute, but yeah, you can tell like it's as good. And it mentions like sometimes they just need to become big legends. People get excited by that, just that. And it's basically a picture of just Andre the Giant, like obviously so physical, like amazement of the planet. Was in WWFF or WWF or WWF, and yeah, he was he was amazing. People love fires of going reach to the top, so this basically explains why the whole entire group and like crowd are still there, because everyone's like really enjoying this fight and everyone's enjoying seeing the guys at the top do their thing. Whether you like it or not, like Baki and his father are the 2 strongest people on the planet. So yeah, and then Baki sets up his T-Rex rival, the Tyrannosaurus technique, and he goes after his father, and like, and then we get the scene with Pickle like coming, or not exactly after, but I mean, like Pickle coming in, and Baki like smacks him in the face not later to smile, punches him in the face as like, this is a fight between us and just leave us alone. And yeah, and Baki's father was like, oh, beforehand he was like, oh, this is my night, sort of thing. And then he, for some, why is Pickle out of his out of his area anyway? He's just roaming the streets like freely on top of buildings and that sort of thing. Yeah, he remembers like seeing in like, or it's not remember, like he's seeing like, if there's like two lions, they tell the two lions tell the other lion, if another lion decides to intervene, like, please can you go away and roar at them. Otherwise, those the two lions will chase after the dude, or the other lion, sort of thing. So yeah, and then we get for a moment his presence was almost something that cannot be defined. During my lifetime, most of my days filled with boredom. That's actually a video I'm planning to do one day. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but yeah. Like, Baki's father has been bored this whole time due to him being so massively strong. He has been bored like the majority of his life. And yeah, and he's really happy tonight. Like, his own son is giving him happiness. And then we cut to a scene with some people in Egypt. The fact with a sculpture of what do you call it? Of a it appears to be a sculpture of a guy with a demon on his back, muscles wise, with spiky hair, like he was struck with lightning. Like, remember that Yujiro Hanma, Baki's father, survived a lightning strike. So yeah, and then yeah, it's basically like apparently a foreseen fight. And remember, like, loads of people around the world on the TVs as well watching, and like loads of people have travelled from different countries somehow really quickly to be able to witness and see this fight. So yeah, and then one of the bits I really liked is Baki's grandfather making an appearance, and his name is, I'm going to butcher this as well, so I do apologise. Yujiro Hanma, or Hanma Yujiro, and he's the father of the dude. He's the father of Baki's father, and they see him in silhouette to start off with, and they see the old dude that owns the Tokyo Dome. Basically discuss who he is and that sort of thing, and like how he defeated the Japanese military, like the Japanese military, American military, and how he defeated it. And then so yeah, and then basically he sunk ships and that sort of thing, and was capable of taking out the entire of the American army. So yeah, this technique that Baki's father kindly showed to everyone, and really appreciated. Really nice of him. He grabs Baki by the foot and starts swinging him around. Like, literally. Like, imagine a towel on your nunchucks. It's basically a reference to nunchucks. And his skin swinged around, and he's going everywhere like a pair of nunchucks would. It's going around. And his skin hitting Bucky's landing, hitting on things like cars and that sort of thing. And you can actually think that, yeah, Baki is not having a good time in a minute. His head and brain is going all over the place. His blood's going all over his body, and he's just generally not having a good time. He's like being like spun around like a rag doll, basically. And even I can't remember his name. It's not he has a stepson. I'm really bad at names. I really do apologise about this. It's the stepson of the dude that lost his arm against Pickle. So yeah, that dude. He's like, I can't bear to watch this. Like, this is way too much. Like, Baki's father has gone way too far, and that sort of thing. But yeah, Baki somehow like manages to counter it, gets up, and then the next scene I really like is when Baki full blown kicks his father right in the face, and then we get to see a like younger version, or like a I don't know what it's called, like suggesting like imagery, using different types of imagery to explain like the philosophy and what's going on and that sort of thing. When you're at the top, there is nothing to aim for. The top is empty and has nothing around it. I began to walk to find a path. There is so much I don't know. I have never experienced. I never felt tragedy. You guys simply don't know what it's like to have strength so great it even steals your dreams. It even exceeds the boundaries of human strength. It takes away every aspect of your life, and of course it also takes away the light, wealth, fame, position. When you are too strong, everything and all of it is within your grasp. You guys simply don't know what it's like to be the strongest being alive. Waiting for someone or something to challenge you. The time might have come. Everyone's watching. Everyone's watching. And then there's this really sick scene of Baki, like his hair going up. Like, you gotta bear in mind, like Baki's like not having the greatest time. He's like peed himself during this fight, and like he's just genuinely scared. Like he's not fully confident, but he's still going into this. He's still going in with the fight and passion that you need to even get a chance against his father. So that's massively makes me massively respect him even more, even though he's only an enemy character. But who cares? And at some point in the fight, also Baki gets on the floor, and Baki goes right for a smack during the stomach. And Baki's father, like, you know, his pupils are like empty all the time. Well, one of his pupils pops up, and then they have a fight, and then there's like, yeah, the family quarrel between the two strongest creatures alive. And then something really touching I really like. I really can't wait for this to be animated. I really hope TMC Entertainment like step up their game to and like improve on the animation and that sort of thing. But we have Baki going on top of Yajirobe. You know what I mean, Baki's father. I just do apologise for calling him Yajirobe, we're not in Dragon Ball, for God's sake. So yeah, then we get him on Baki going on his father's like shoulders, and you can really tell like the height difference. Like Baki seems like still a child compared to his father, and he's like, "Oh, this is his father's skull." Well, he refers to him as his real name, but this is my father's skull. Everything that have happened so far, everything I was able to experience, they all were prepared for it. Baki, yeah. About time, yeah. And they basically just go around, have a little walk. It's really beautiful scene. It's by his father is a bit of an arse, but who cares? One thing I really like as well, like, and as they go on, Baki German suplexes his father and slams into the ground. A beautiful scene, like beautiful picture, him German suplexing his father. And then we have the silhouette. Go back to Yujiro again, and the silhouette is of basically his father, and then we get to see a little version of Baki. And then we just see like clash, punch, 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 clash, 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 punch, 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 and like hearing like Barry's, I think that's what's called, barrying up. And then we get the scenes of like Baki starting to dominate and control the fight, and like just having like loads of punches smacking him, smacking him, smacking him, smacking him, and like the one where he's like his father's like not paralyzed in fear, but like he doesn't know what to do. He's like getting beat up and smacked up, and he's like just standing there taking it basically, and Baki's even there like, wait, is this it? Is this it? And then his father pugs him, and then basically not knocks him out, and then basically once Baki gets up, he go back to, wait a second, going back to the thing, well, sorry, going back to the way he's like punching him like rapidly, like it was that 0.5 rule that Oliver used. Remember that if you ever get into a fist fight, it takes 0.5 second, no, not 0.5, half a second for your opponent to react to something. So if you're quick enough, you can get in there. But yeah, so that's how basically Baki done there, and like I think he's like must hit some final points and like got his father in the back of a corner, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and then yeah, like I said, his father hugs him, goes on the floor, and then with the imaginary thing, they have a meal together in front of everybody. Like, I don't know, reading it, I wish I like done a review straight away after reading it, man. Like, it's such a great fight. I think it might be my favourite fight of the series. I don't know, enjoyment wise, yeah, it is my favourite fight. I was just debating whether or not myself, like for a second, whether or not if it was better than Baki versus Oliver. I think Baki is. I think this fight is better. It's the main event of the series, guys. Come on, like you've got to love it. You've got to love it. Like it's such an amazing fight. And then his father finally announces that Baki is the strongest character. No, he's the strongest creature in the world. Not because he could beat him, because of like. He's like, I think it's because like of his determination, the amount of beatings he can take, and the amount of pain he can give. Like, to be the strongest creature in the world, you just can't take a massive beating from Baki's father. You need to give him a beating as well. And also, I think he probably genuinely in his heart, despite he knows he's beating Baki, like he didn't. Or maybe he feels like he can't call him stronger, considering that you've got to remember Baki's father is significantly more taller than him, and yeah, just more of a badass. And that's the way, not the series ends, of course, but part 3 ends. So yeah, man, I can't wait. It's going to be such a long time. We've still got like all the Chinese tournaments go through next season, as we've also got Baki versus Oliver, and like the introduction of Pickle, even though that's not really the most nicest thing in the world. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully you've stuck this far into the video for some random gameplay. If you let me know what you think about the random gameplay, by the way. I thought I might spice it up a bit, you know, just like change things up and that sort of thing. And yeah, I've like just generally really enjoyed Baki. It's one of my favourite mangas of all time. And I don't know, is it my favourite of all time? I think Berserk still like, you know, beats it to this day. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know, really good, man. I think previously I did say to myself like The Promised Neverland and The Promised Neverland and Baki were equal, but I think Baki's overtaken The Promised Neverland. No disrespect to The Promised Neverland, but obviously as I've read more, it's given me more perspective. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. If you're really interested, I do have a video called Why You Should Read Baki. Why You Should Read Promised Neverland, and recently I finished Why You Should Read Dr. Stone. I do the Promised Neverland chapter reviews, Dr. Stone chapter reviews, and then whatever anime's out, like in the recent times and that sort of thing. I'm really enjoying Finland Saga, and I've recently done Attack on Titan, which got loads of views. So thank you very much for that. Thank you so much for that, guys. So yeah. Anyway, guys, it's my longest video ever. It's been your boy, Leafy Murdoch. Love you all. Signing out. See you next time. Peace.